Hi guys, Carrie here. I'm just going to do my second video, and my second video is going to be of a Christmas card. I have used the doodlecharms cartridge to do the Santa, and I've used the Winter Woodlands cartridge to do the greeting, which says "Let It Snow." So I will just explain how I put the Santa together. As I say, I used the doodlecharms cartridge to do the Santa, which is here on page 127. I cut out the base feature, which has got the details of his eyes and his tash and what have you. I then I cut out, because I'm still getting used to my Cricut, I then cut out the layers, but I cut out them twice because I needed the white for his beard and his trim of his hat, along with the bobbly bit on the end of the hat and his tash. But I also needed red for his hat. It wasn't till after I'd been playing for a bit that obviously I realised that I could do this all on my gypsy, but what I could do is I could hide certain bits that I didn't want to be cut out, rather than having to cut it out twice and wasting more of my paper. So I could have hid what I needed to hide and print out the white bits, and then go back and show them again and hide the other bits and do it that way, which would have been a lot easier. Anyway, I didn't do it that way, but obviously in future I will do. It's just a tip. So what I did was, as I say, I cut that out. I then layered them all together. I use my black very fine marker pen just to dot the eyes. I also glittered the trim and the bobble and the tash. Now I actually cut out his little nose, and it was in white paper, so I used my pro markers. I think it was the ivory colour that I used, and I just coloured that in, because it's like a flesh tone. I also did the same to the face underneath on the white card, just to make it look a bit more authentic. So put that to one side. I then went on to my Woodlands cartridge on page 62, and I cut out the "Let It Snow." Now I cut this out, I think it was about 1 inch. So I cut that out, and then I also did the shadow feature for the "Let It Snow." Now on the shadow feature here, it's got some the shadow for some flowers to put on, which are here. Now I didn't bother doing that. When it cut out, I just got my scissors and I just trimmed round it so that it looks like that when you've done. I then got a basic about 5.5 by 5.5 pre-folded green card to put my layers on. I have a graphics program on my computer that I get CDs for from my local craft channel, and one of the programs that's on it has got some like Christmas backing papers. Now I printed this Christmas backing paper off, and it came out black with the white swirls, but I've just gone over it with my glue pen and some clear glitter to get this effect. And I've pre-done that before I've done the video, because obviously it takes quite a bit of time to do. So I've done that. I've also cut out a layer to go directly on. Cut this down to 5 1/4, so that I had some of the green card showing around the edges. So we will start to just put the card together. I'll use my tape pen. We'll just start gluing it. Let's hope it goes right whilst I'm recording, because if it's going to go wrong, it'll go wrong whilst I'm recording. So here we go. We line it all up and put it on the card. Oh, I also used, because I haven't mentioned, but I also used my corner rounder punch just to round the corners off a bit. That's that one. So then I'll put some glue on this other mat. The glue pen I used was a Sakura glue pen, the Quickie glue, because it's a finer, it goes on finer. I tried using the liquid two-way zig glue, but it was going on too thick and it wasn't giving me the effect that I wanted, so I used my Sakura Quickie glue pen. Found that worked better for me personally. I don't think I've got that right. Have we tried it this way? No, I was right. So I'll just line it all up. Just like that. We'll be covered in glitter. I then got my 2 Martha Stewart punches, the snowflakes, and I punched my snowflakes out. Here, look. So we have them. So we'll start putting the card together. I'll put my Let It Snow up there, I think. My Father Christmas down there. And then we'll dot some snowflakes around. I think that'll be the best bet. So I will use my pin flare gel glue, which is a lot like silicone glue, but doesn't have the smell, and it lasts quite a while in the tube, in the syringe, once you put it into the syringe. And as I said on my last video, it just gives you that little bit more control over it and raises it up a bit as well. I'll put some on my Santa. I'm going to try and do as many cards as I can, Christmas cards or whatever takes my fancy, before the middle of next week, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to do a card again after the middle of next week, because I'm going into hospital on Wednesday for an operation, but hopefully I won't be out of action for too long. Just line these up and see where I want them. And once again, we'll just glue them on with this pin flare glue gel. Like that. And that's the overall effect that you get with my card. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably finish it off by putting an insert in, and I will put the picture up at the end of this video. Thank you very much. Comments are more than welcome. Any advice you can give me. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. There you are, guys. I put an insert in and I stamped it with a greeting that says "Deck the Halls." I also punched the bottom of it with my new Martha Stewart snowflake border punch. But I've only done it once, because if I punched it right the way across, the whole thing had just come off, because it's not like a half border punch where it will actually stay on the bottom of your paper. It's like a border punch that you punch out and then you stick it onto something. So I've just done it once just to give it a bit of decoration, and I've gone round the corners with my corner rounder again, and that's my card finished.